All right, you know what? Let's talk more about history, right? I mean, what really is history, right? I mean, most of the shit that you see out there is warfare, right? Battles, right? This guy battled that guy. These guys battled those guys, and that's not really history. Like let's go into food, right? Let's think about food, and let's think about England. Right, England is not known for its food. It's known for terrible food, tasteless, um, unhealthy. English food will just put you in a stupor and make you feel groggy. Um, England is not known for its food, and why is that? Why is England not known for its food, but other countries are known for their food? And I think that comes down to like sociological stuff, right? If you look at England, I mean, it's just simply unprofitable. It's unprofitable to make good food. And since it's unprofitable, it's not going to happen because at the core of the modern English civilization, it's all about profits. And since, like, I met a lot of English people, and damn, they are so critical. There's just so much criticism. They just criticize and criticize and it's just this society of shame and guilt and being proud to be the best slave, basically. um, I mean, good food is just not profitable. It's not. um, I mean, I work food right now in my 9 to 5. And it's all about nickel and diming and cheap, cheap, cheap as much as you can. Um, and a lot of that is by law because these businesses cannot make money by delivering good, healthy food to you. They just can't. And so, if they're going to make money, they got to deliver you as little and as tasteless and as even toxic as possible. Um, I mean, that's fucking history right there. And that like the food of England reveals the sickness at the heart of this successful tribe. It's a sick tribe. And I see this sickness. It's like these some of these British people I met. They're just so critical, not only of others but of themselves, and nobody wants to be around them, and they're all isolated and alone, and they're just criticize, criticize, criticize. Um, and yeah, if you look at the history books, oh my God, England is the greatest country ever. But if you look at the food, then it turns you into a slave. Um, I mean, an English breakfast might be good every now and then, but I don't know. It's like there's Like you look at the secret societies. Look at the United States. The United States is ruled by secret societies, and so like I'm looking from the outside in. So I don't know what's going on in the United States. What I do know is like my grandpa one time was recruited to join the Freemasons, and that's really how the Freemasons are built. They're built through recruitment rather than you volunteering. Like, I don't want to be in the Freemasons. Like, okay, you're not going to get anywhere, but he rejected it. He said no. He was uncomfortable by all the secrecy. You know, I mean, in the past, like you could say that the secret societies were justified because they were afraid of the Pope. But the Catholic Church has been destroyed, so it's like they don't have to be afraid of the Pope anymore. So why are they still secret? You look at their ways and you realize the reality of these secret societies, and they're nothing but bad-hearted people. That's what these secret societies, they're about control and domination of the population, because that's what they do. I'm pretty sure, like, one of the things I learned, and I want to learn more, but, I have to work my 9 to 5, so I don't have that much time, but I want to learn more of it. But one of the things that happened recently, or semi-recently, was that these historians in England had this re-examination of the history of the civil wars within England. And I think in particularly they started looking at the laws of these revolutionaries rather than their rhetoric, right? Because modern history is going to focus on the rhetoric rather than the substance. And by looking at the laws of these revolutionaries, they realized, hey, these merchants are granting economic privilege to themselves. In other words, they're setting themselves up as aristocrats. Like, this is fucking Animal Farm type shit, where the pigs become the farmers, right? And so I want to learn more about this historical revisionism of this English history. Because you can't listen to the rhetoric. Like I think the real history of a tribe is seen through their laws. And when you look at the reality of the laws rather than the rhetoric of those laws, then sometimes you might be shocked and sad and disappointed if you believe that your tribe is the rhetoric of, rather than reality. I mean, the success of the English over these past few hundred years is their curse. When they celebrate all their victories, they're accumulating a debt that must be paid. And that's what happens with all tribes that are victorious in the moment. If their victory is gained with a bad heart, with murder and lies, and the rejection of the Torah, then those victories are the death of the descendants. And the descendants will curse their victorious ancestors.